Thank you, Chair. So here's what I think is going on. McKinsey's sales process is selling without selling. That's well known. That's been in various books written about McKinsey's process. McKinsey analysts, past and present, have talked about this, about selling without selling, which means that McKinsey does not advertise in the sort of crude sense of it. They pitch themselves as experts in certain areas. They meet with clients to talk about their expertise and their ability to perform certain tasks. And the goal of those engagements is, of course, to be able to gather business. That is the sales process. And in many contexts, there's nothing wrong with that sales process. The problem is that on the government side, this has amounted to lobbying without lobbying. That is, McKinsey, self-identifying experts, meet with government to share their expertise with the goal of doing business with the government and very successfully getting over $100 million in contracts from the government. But the sort of doublespeak of selling without selling or lobbying without lobbying masks the fact that this so-called pro bono work done through the Growth Council and other vehicles has been the effective equivalent of selling. It's given preferential access as a result of that engagement, and it's resulted in fact contracts that, according to the government's own press release, did not in every case follow the rules. And we have an ATIP showing that the process of effective pitching without pitching. So I want to zero in on this question of whether this activity constituted lobbying. Again, Mr. Pickersgill, were any of the people from McKinsey who met with the government in these various engagements registered to lobby?
Mr. Chair, we're not a registered lobbyist.
Okay. Nobody in any of these meetings from McKinsey was registered to lobby. Were any of these engagements registered with the lobbying commissioner?
The answer is no.
No. Okay. So you were engaging in what was effectively sales and lobbying activity, and you won't describe these as sales meetings. You won't describe these as lobbying meetings, and yet something happened that led to this massive spike in contracts with McKinsey, over $100 million over the tenure of this government. That seems like an obvious problem because the wording of the Lobbying Act, the requirements for impartiality in the awarding of contracts are not supposed to be gotten around with these sort of business lingo doublespeak, selling without selling or lobbying without lobbying. So I want to put to you that I think that's the problem.